Welcome back to another edition of Quip and Cap, the restaurant rating edition. Is this something we call it? I don't know. But we're going to we rating the restaurant on this episode. The Bygone.
Yeah, over my birthday weekend, we went to the Bygone restaurant that's attached to the Four Seasons, is on their rooftop.
Hold on, before we get started, let's do a little promotion. We got the Quip and Cap gear, t-shirts. You got the hoodie. We be selling them. People like them. Showing the sleeves and all that. Boom. People like them. They buy them. So if anybody interested, just hit us up. Our tags, Quip and Cap tags, Instagram tags is at the end of this video. So you can go to them. You'll see our Instagram name, Quip and Cap, at Quip and Cap. Yeah. Is that what it is? At Quip and Cap or whatever, and then you can just reach out to us.
Everything is Quip and Cap.
If you're interested in any gear, you know what I'm saying? Just the t-shirt, got the hat, and all that. So just wanted to get that started, do a little promotion before we get started. But this episode, we talking about the Bygone.
Yes, the Bygone, which is the rooftop hotel at the Baltimore Four Seasons. Mm-hmm. We don't sell that.
Yeah. Well, we probably could if you want to buy it. I'll figure it out. I'll sell it to you. It's whiskey.
It is just specially made.
Especially made. Formulated. I can sell it to them. It's a cost. It's for the ballers. It ain't cheap. But.
So, what day was that? The 8th? Saturday, March 8th. We went to the Bygone for my birthday. It's on the 36th floor. You was looking at it. I wasn't.
36. That sounds about right.
The 36th floor. When we first walked in, it was real cool.
36th floor of what? Of where? The Four Seasons.
I've said the Four Seasons multiple times, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
He's drunk.
I ain't drunk. Go ahead.
He is sucker today. It ain't sucker free Sunday today.
Whatever.
But yeah, the Four Seasons. So on the 36th floor of the Four Seasons, because the way it works is they have their own specialty elevator. So we were on our floor. We had to take the elevator down. We didn't. I don't know why we didn't know this, but they have like a concierge desk at the front, specifically for the hotel, for the restaurant. Because I guess maybe a lot of the people who go to the restaurant is not staying at the hotel.
Right. So
here we are. We hop off the elevator, and then the elevator that leads to the hotel is right across from us. It has like a clock above it that says the Bygone. So I'm steady sitting here trying to press the button. It's not lighting up. I can hear the elevator moving, but the door not opening. So I'm like, all right, I can hear it. He even got me a video saying this because I'm like, I can hear it. We might need to go talk to somebody at the front desk. It was a girl, though, at the concierge. So eventually she decided to acknowledge us and look around the corner. I was like, oh, y'all are trying to go up there? I have to check you in and calm down. So you went to go check us in.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you was walking down to check us in, the elevator doors open.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool. We hopped in there. The elevator was kind of interesting and had this chandelier that looked a little bit like a pineapple to me. And then it had like a velvet plush walls. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, in the elevator. Yeah.
So then when we got up there, were you drunk? I know I was feeling my drink at that point. Were you feeling yours? Because I feel like you might have been.
I might have been.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't drunk. I don't be getting drunk a whole lot. I be tipsy. So I might have been a little tipsy.
He was good.
Sorry.
So when we got off the elevator, he's walking. He's like, "Oh man, this looked like it looked like the 1950s.
Yeah.
Flapper era. It was real nice. The lights was real low. It gave like a nice romantic, private vibe. You know, it was kind of cool. So we got checked in. They escorted us to our table. I would have liked it if we were like sitting right
You know what?
next
It
to
gave me
them.
like Harlem Renaissance type of vibes.
Yeah.
Harlem Renaissance type of vibes as far as the ambiance.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like Harlem Nights, Jasmine Guy, and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, you can see if they, in those type of movies, you can see them going into a restaurant that look like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we get seated to our table. We weren't sitting right at a window. I would have liked that personally, but I was fine where we were.
I would have liked that too. It would have been better, of course.
Yeah.
Those like the premium seats.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be sitting next to the window.
Yeah, but I was fine where we were too. I feel like our spot was kind of bright in comparison to like other parts of the hotel. I felt like our light was a little bright above our table. Yeah,
probably so.
But it was still nice. Who was our host? Not our host, but our waiter, Dan. I think that was.
You remember his name?
I think that was his name, Dan.
I don't remember his name.
It was Dan, I think. He was serving us. He was fine. It was nothing special about him. You know, we took a look at the menu. The menu was, I don't know. Do you feel like the menu had like something special going on?
Something special?
Yeah, like we've been to places that had better and more interesting options on the menu. I personally feel like.
Yeah, I mean nothing stood out. Like nothing that that made it seem any like different.
Yeah.
And nothing. Yeah, it wasn't nothing special about the menu to me.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was a good menu, but it wasn't special.
Yeah, it wasn't anything. Like the drinks wasn't anything like ooh. Like it was fine. I don't even. I got a drink. I don't even think I finished my drink. I know I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
Did I drink it?
No.
So we left it?
Yeah.
I must have been drunk.
Yeah, because
I
was drinking. Did you even finish yours? Because I
finished
know.
Mine.
Okay, because I remember the last time I looked at your glass, it's like you still had some left.
Yeah, I was
in your
sipping.
glass.
I was sipping slow, but I drank it all.
So, and I know I was already like feeling a little weird, and I was like, man, one of us got to be good.
Yeah, because we was drinking before we went.
Yeah, that video of him busting into the bathroom and giving me the champagne bottle, we was getting ready to go to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So we had been drinking since we stepped foot into the room. But so we get to our seats and we take a look at the menu. We ordered this caviar starter.
Mm-hmm.
That was like it had chips at the bottom of it, and it had like some type of cream, and then it had caviar on top of it. And the host Dan, he told us, make sure you mix it up.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, because there's chips at the bottom, and if you don't, you're going to eat the top, and then you're going to discover, it's all this stuff at the bottom. So we mixed it. It was okay. It wasn't nothing that we had was bad, excuse me. But it wasn't great. It wasn't terrible. It was fine. He made it seem like, we're going to stir it up and we're going to get this chip mixed with this cream, mixed with this caviar. And it was going to be like a party popping off in our mouth. It wasn't that for me personally. What do you think?
I mean, it was good. It was good. I liked it. I discovered lately, like over the past couple of years, I like caviar a lot. I will say that.
Yeah, if they got caviar,
I'm
his
like,
eyes
man,
get big. Like,
yeah,
let's go with this.
'Cause I tried it for the first time, definitely after I met you. So probably within the past 2 years, I'm thinking. I feel like the first time I tried it was down at Fiona Monterey.
When we had that caviar for my birthday.
Yeah, I feel like
that caviar on that thing you had.
I feel like that's the first time I had it. I was nervous to try it.
It was just a little bit.
But
I tried it too.
But it was cool. Then we tried it again somewhere else, and I liked it.
Yeah.
Like so, I like caviar, so it was good. I like it. The chips at the bottom.
It wasn't bad.
It was. I thought it was. I liked it a lot.
It wasn't.
I liked it a lot. Personally.
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't. It wasn't as great as he was making it seem. But the next thing we got was like these. It was like short rib over like potatoes. That was delicious.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
That we ate I feel like there was some caviar stuff left. When they came to pick that up, it was still some in there. There was no more of that potato with short rib. No more. it was all ate up. That short rib with the potatoes was
You sure?
really, yes.
Oh.
Yes. It was still some left in there. I'm going to tell you. You know, like.
I don't know why I didn't eat it.
Because it was good. But, that short rib came before we finished that caviar stuff. And that short rib pulled all your attention.
I think I might have ate all of it. I could be wrong, though.
I don't think you did.
I could be wrong. I don't remember.
I don't think you did. But that braised short rib with the potatoes, that was really good. It was really, 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 really good. He called it something. He said it was like something, but I can't remember what. Something crazy, like something that you would get like Taco Bell. He said something crazy like that. He was like, "Yeah, it's kind of like this." I'm like, that don't make me think that's good, but it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then so we had gotten those two starters. Like, we got the starter and an appetizer. And then we ordered our meal. Mm-hmm. I had gotten the lamb chops.
Mm-hmm.
You got the sole.
Yeah, some type of sole. S-O-L-E, fish.
Yeah.
A fish meal.
And then we had the macaroni and cheese and Brussels sprouts.
Mm-hmm.
My lamb chops were fine. It came with like some yogurt and some mint. I was a little worried that shit was gonna be nasty. It wasn't nasty, but it didn't offer any flavor. It had like this sauce all around it, but it didn't really taste like anything. It just tasted like I had meat on my plate.
Mm-hmm.
Now your fish.
My fish was real good.
Oh, that fish was delicious.
It was flavorful. It came in this sauce. The
sauce
was super good.
That sauce tastes like something that you would find on like a really good steak or something. That sauce was delicious.
I just know the sauce by itself was good.
Delicious.
Yeah, the sauce by itself was good because that was the first thing I tasted. My fork was in it, and I lifted. For some reason I put my fork in it, and I just tasted the sauce. I didn't even do it on purpose. I just was wiping the sauce off of the fork. Like, let me taste it or whatever. I was like, God damn, this shit is good.
It was real good.
The sauce by itself was good, so I knew the fish was gonna be good because it was covered. It was sitting in a plate full of the sauce, so it ended up being like really good. The fish ended up being really good.
And the macaroni and cheese, it had like a bunch of different cheeses. I can't think of all the different cheeses, but it was really good. It was creamy.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Yeah, but it had that little semi-hard top that I like. You know, the little dry part. I don't like that. I like the little dry, hard parts of the macaroni and cheese.
Part.
I like that. It had a little bit of that on the top. And it was a shareable, the sides are shareable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's for two people, for real. One person ain't gonna eat a whole side. What do you think about the Brussels sprouts?
The Brussels sprouts were good. I mean, they were nice and crispy, which is what I like. But I don't feel like they were anything special. We've gone to places, I feel like personally, that had some better Brussels sprouts.
I like them a lot. We might have been to places that had better because we've been to places that had good Brussels sprouts. Mm-hmm. A lot of places make good Brussels sprouts.
They're good. Yeah. When we was in Tennessee, I had some Brussels sprouts that was nasty. Mm. These Brussels sprouts were good. They were really good. It's just not like they were just regular Brussels sprouts though. Like it wasn't anything. They didn't have like no spiciness to them. They didn't have any like surprise bacon.
It did have bacon.
I didn't get any bacon in mine.
It had bacon because I took some of it home. It had some bacon in it, and it had the sauce. It was good. It was good. Well, I liked it a lot.
Maybe I just didn't get all the good stuff. Yeah. I didn't eat that much of the sides.
Oh, okay.
Only had one scoop of the Brussels sprouts, and only had gotten one scoop of the macaroni and cheese.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I was trying to hold myself back from eating up all your food. Your fish was delicious.
The fish was good.
I should have dipped some of my lamb chop in your
sauce. I agree about the lamb chop. I ain't really care for the lamb chop because I had one of yours. It ain't really had no flavor. You know what I'm saying?
For it to be covered it was covered in like some mint sauce. It was sitting on some yogurt sauce. For it to just have like all these little things, it didn't taste like anything. It tastes like they didn't
because
season
the thing about lamb chops, which is tough, is it gotta have seasoning because lamb chops in itself to make, because I make lamb chops, they already going to be tender. You probably got to really, 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 really try hard to not make them tender. I don't even know what you can do. They kind of tender anyway. So the only thing you really got to do is season it. It ain't no thing the way you can kind of, I'm sure you can overcook it or whatever, but if you just cook them regular, they already going to be tender. Everything, the seasoning is everything when it comes to lamb chops, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the seasoning is everything when it comes to meat. Yeah,
but some meat you can overcook and undercook and stuff like that. Steaks, you might can overcook it and it can make it too tough. And you got to lamb chops, from my experience, it's hard to mess lamb chops up as far as cooking them. It's just, the seasoning is everything.
Yeah.
Like you can, so it's like, because I never really been nowhere and got lamb chops the way it was like, oh, it's too tough. Or this and that. That's never the issue, is whether they season it good or not. Yeah. I've been places where I've gotten steaks and the steaks be too tough, too dry. You know what I'm saying? I never had that issue with lamb chops. It's never too dry, too tough. It's just whether it's seasoned well enough or not. And a lot of places don't do lamb chops. They don't season lamb chops well. That's not I feel like when you go to a place and get lamb chops, man, it's risky. It's risky.
You know,
lamb chops is risky.
I love lamb. If I see lamb on the menu, it's at the top of my choices. The last couple times we've been somewhere and they had lamb, I chose it, or you chose it, and I ate some.
I chose it. It was at Maximum.
Yeah, you got the lamb chops.
And I ain't like them.
I didn't.
It was the same as.
Yeah.
I felt like they wasn't really flavorful.
Remember? I didn't even think.
Yeah. And both was in the Maximum was in the Four Seasons as well. It was on the first floor, the first Four Seasons.
Yeah.
And Bygone's on the 36th floor.
The last couple times that we've gotten some lamb chop, you know what though? I feel like it's quite possible that Grease ruined us. Your lamb chops and those lamb chops and that lamb that we had in Greece.
It was good. What place?
When we were in Greece.
Mm-hmm.
When we went to Kalabaka.
I didn't get lamb chops there.
No, we didn't get lamb chops, but we got lamb.
Oh, that was lamb.
Lamb with that rice.
Yeah. That's different, though.
That lamb was so fucking good.
Lamb with rice and stuff, because the rice can be seasoned and add, you know. I'm talking about
They didn't cook it with the rice.
I might have ate mine with them.
But they didn't cook it with it. And that rice was plain. It was just white rice. It wasn't unspecial. But with the juices from the lamb. I don't know. But anyways, the lamb was just okay.
Right.
So then afterwards, we got our drinks. My drink was fine. I didn't like it.
Right.
You know, yours, I didn't even taste yours. Usually I do, but I didn't taste yours because
I like mine. I forgot what it was, but it was cool. I ain't had no problem with my drink.
Yeah, you said it tasted like alcohol. It was strong like you like it.
It was strong, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I can taste the alcohol, I like to taste the alcohol. Her, she don't really. She want a good drink that she can feel without tasting the alcohol. You know, so, but me, I want to taste the alcohol in mine. And if I can taste the alcohol, we are, you know, we on to something. So I like my drink.
Yeah.
I would say that.
We didn't get a dessert. We didn't order a dessert off to the dessert menu because they had like only 3 options. One of them was some peanut butter bar. Another one was something was caramel apples. I don't know. It was 3 things. None of them I was interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Neither was he.
Yeah.
But they brought me out a nice little sundae for my birthday. I'm not a chocolate. I don't like chocolate. The sundae was cool. It had vanilla ice cream at the bottom. It had a whole bunch of whipped cream, and then it had some sprinkles and some chocolate drizzle. I dug down deep and pulled out some of the ice cream, but you know, it was okay. Yeah, but that was it.
That was about it. You know what I'm saying? That was the experience.
One of the things that they did that I always appreciate is when they come and take our dishes, our plates, they take our silverware and they bring us new ones. You know, based on whatever we ordered, we get new fresh silverware to match the meal. that we're getting. We don't have to sit there and thug it out with the same old silverware and make it last through the whole meal. I love that.
Right.
Because I don't like my food touching, and that includes the food that's left over on my fork. I like to just get some new silverware if I can.
Right.
So I love it when they do that. And then they come and they clean off whatever mess we make on the table. I appreciate that. That to me kind of shows, like, oh, okay, so we're in a nice place.
Okay.
You know, like that marks it in my mind that we're in a nice place when they do that type of thing. Was there anything in particular that you liked about it before we go into our rating?
No, not really. I mean, I'll talk about it when we talk about the rating, really. You know, nothing outside of what we're going to talk about on the list. So.
All right. So then, food.
Yeah, the food quality
What
is the
would you
first
rate?
rating. I liked the caviar a lot. I liked the what was it? The potatoes with the
short rib.
The short rib on it was super good. My fish was amazing. I liked the mac and cheese a whole lot. I liked the Brussels sprouts a whole lot. I tasted your lamb chops. That's what I didn't particularly care for. I would have gave it, to me, everything was pretty much like a 5 except for them lamb chops. So I can't give it a 5 because I didn't care for the lamb chops. And I like lamb chops. I make lamb chops, and I think my lamb chops taste better than theirs. You know what I'm saying? Your lamb chops got to be as good or better than mine. So I'm not no fucking professional. You know what I'm saying? So I give them a 4 when it comes to food.
I agree.
We do a 1 to 5 scale.
Yeah.
5 being the best, 1 being the worst. You know what I'm saying? I give them a 4.
I agree. It's a 4 for me. Everything was good, but you know, for sure, my main dish, the lamb chops, it could have been better. So it wasn't perfect, but outside of the lamb chops, everything was really good. So I would also give it a 4. Okay. What about ambiance?
You go first this time.
The ambiance, I would give the ambiance a 4. I thought it was really nice.
Okay.
It kind of had like I said, like a dark, you know, like, ooh, we're on like a sexy date type of vibe. But then the table that we're placed at, the light is kind of bright.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking around and everybody kind of got like this nice little dark, sexy.
Oh, so you didn't like how bright?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you were saying like that you liked the fact that our shit was a little brighter.
No, we get up in there and it's giving off the vibe of like a dim, smoky, you know, sexy 50s type of club where you huddled in a booth flirting, even though you know you ain't even supposed to be out drinking alcohol. And here we are with the light shining on us. So if the cops busted in, we'd be the first ones to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They'll be able to see our faces clearly. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. But outside of that, I thought it was really nice. You know, we didn't get up and like walk all the way around it. So what we saw stepping off the elevator and walking to our seat, it was all really nice. We still had a really good view.
Mm-hmm.
It was still, you know, it still had like that nice dim atmosphere. It was really nice. It's just that our area was pretty bright.
Okay.
You know, that was actually something I mentioned when we sat down. I was like, damn, I said, we get the bright spot. But outside of that, it was great. So I give it a 4.
I'm going to include, everything from the elevator. They had the name of they got their own personal elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Got the name, like this big old sign outside of the elevator on the first floor that says the Bygone. That was cool. You get on the elevator. The walls are velvet, and they got like a chandelier. Then when you get up there, it's, you know, it give you this old school vibe. You on the 36th floor, so there's glass windows so you can see the city. It's nice and dark. I'm gonna be honest. I think no complaints. I just think I'd rather have had a seat by the window, but I understand everybody can't get a window seat because there was people that was sitting the way we were sitting, but we was close enough to the window, like you say, for us to still look and see the city. I'm gonna give it.
My birthday. They could have gave us a window seat.
I know. They are, yeah. I'm gonna give it a 5. I ain't gonna lie. I always appreciate being high up in the sky, and I like the way the ambiance. Like, they gave you the whole elevator ride. It was just like a whole little experience. I count that with the ambiance.
The elevator was nice, but you can tell that it needs to be zhuzhed back up.
Yeah, but I still personally I appreciate what they was trying to do. It was a lot. Like, as soon as you get on the elevator.
I mean, you know, it is like a nice little thing, but I give it a 4.
Okay.
It's a 4 for me. It's not perfect.
Okay.
Service.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for the service. Okay, the service, it wasn't nothing special. I don't really remember. I ain't remember the guy's name. I ain't walk away remembering the guy that served us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you had the lady that checked us in. I don't know if she specifically worked for the Bygone on the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
Does she specifically work for us? Because check you in for the Bygone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the tall one that eventually peeped her head around. Yeah.
I know you had like a slight little minor issue with her because you feel like she heard us.
She heard us.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out how to work the elevator, and I'll let you tell your part about that. But I had to check in with her. I ain't had no problems with her at all. Got on the elevator, boom, they was cool. When we checked in, they was real nice and friendly. The server, he wasn't nobody. We've been places to where our waiter or waitress made an impression. We walked away with them being a part of the experience. That wasn't the situation here. But I say that to say he wasn't bad. I just don't remember him. Yeah. Honestly, I don't remember if it was a guy or a woman. I don't remember our server at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just know it was a guy based on the way you was talking. You said his name Dan.
Yeah.
So, but overall, I give the service a 4. I give it a 4.
I'll give it a 4 too. I didn't have a problem with the girl. I just feel like she probably heard us. So she took her time peeping around the corner to help us. I appreciated the fact that, like when we got on the elevator, there was somebody running the elevator.
Right.
Running it up and down. So we didn't have to press any buttons. We didn't have to do anything of such. I liked how they took our food. They packed it up for us. And then when they came back, they hung it off the side of the table on like a little hook for us, so it wasn't just sitting on the table on our way. Again, I love it when we're at a place where they're, swapping out our silverware and everything, giving us fresh stuff. Everything is fresh. They kept our waters filled. But it's like you said, there wasn't anything impressive. We've gone to several restaurants that have treated us that way, plus more. They didn't do anything. I only remember his name because we was just there last weekend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't forget it yet.
Right.
And I wasn't as, I wasn't drinking as much as you. I was coming off my, high at that point. So it was like, I just remember. But it wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything bad. He didn't do anything bad. But he also didn't do anything great. It was just regular.
Right.
It was what I would expect for the type of restaurant that we were at.
Okay.
So I give him a 5. I mean a 4.
4. Okay.
It's just a 4.
And the price range.
Well, I didn't pay, so I don't know. I'm gonna say I was fine with it. I was fine with whatever the cost was.
The price range. Oh yeah, you didn't pay. You ain't had nothing to do with that. Okay. The price range. I know Will's. I remember specifically. We can talk about certain things. I don't know if you remember how much certain.
I know my meal, the lamb chops, I think was like 50, 60.
About 60 something, I think.
Yeah, 60 something dollars.
60, 65.
They gave me a good amount. Yeah. I had 6. I didn't even eat all of them. I gave him 1. I still had 1 left. So I ate 4. Did I eat 4 or did I have 2 left? Did I have 1 or 2 left?
1.
Okay. So they gave me, it was a good portion.
Yeah, 1 left.
It was a good portion. So it didn't taste all that great. It didn't taste nasty. It just, I've had better. But, the amount that I received for what they were charging, I feel like it was good. What about you? Because you remember everything else.
Yeah. How many? You had 1, 2.
That's 6.
Yeah, 6 lamb chops?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a nice amount. Okay, I know my fish. My fish was like the most expensive thing on that damn menu. Yeah. That joint was like $95 for the fish. It was at least 90. No less than 90. It was $90.
Like it was like
between 90 and 100. It was somewhere between that. I remember the size was like 16. I think the macaroni and cheese was 16, and the restaurants might have been like 15.
And I don't think that's bad.
Something like that.
For size, we've been to
places, especially for two. Shareable.
Yeah, we've been places where they're charging like $30 for sides.
But personally, I'm gonna give the price range. I'm gonna say mediocre, 3.
A 3?
Because fish, I don't know how much sole usually costs. Somebody had to educate me on that. I don't think it should have been no $100 damn near.
They only had 2 things on the menu though that was $100. It was that fish that you got, and then it was that filet mignon that was $90-some. Everything else was like around the price range of my
lamb chop.
Yeah, or a little less.
Everything there is expensive. Like, you got some money. If you go there like on a date, I say make sure you got at least $400-500. No less than $400. I would say no less than $400. To make sure.
Did we spend that much?
No, it was about 3 something.
Oh.
I paid about $300 for the both of us.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like $360 or some shit like that. After the tip.
Okay.
After the tip, I paid like $360 or something. It was
over
because
I remember I had to count it out.
And I paid cash.
Yeah,
I paid cash.
It was like $360, that including the tip.
$360, right?
Yeah,
it was $360. So I was saying that. So that was 2 drinks.
A starter, because the
2
starter
starters.
is different from the appetizer. They had a starter section,
And
then they had the appetizer section, and then they had like salads and stuff.
Yeah.
They had 2 options on the starter, so you don't have to get a starter, but the starter is separate from an appetizer. It was just something small.
Yeah. So I felt like the price was average. It wasn't. The fish, I felt like the fish wasn't worth. It was really good. $90. I feel like it wasn't worth $90. I should have got more fish. I thought it was gonna be the whole fish.
It looked like it.
I thought it was gonna be the whole fish with the eyeballs and shit.
No, it was filleted.
I know. I'm just saying, but for $100, I'm expecting to get a whole fish, like the fish still with the bones, and I got to pick it up. I've had that before.
I'm happy that's not what it was, but you still.
I've had that before, but the teeth and everything still in my
face. You still got the whole fish though, just without all the extra parts.
Man, I ain't never see a fish swimming that look like that.
I mean, that's the tail, where the tail would be, and that's where the hair would be.
Oh, it's just a flat fish?
They cut it off. They took everything off of it, but that's the whole body of the fish.
I wanted the whole thing, but
I know you wanted the head. I know
for $100. That's all I'm saying. I get it. I think the fish would have made sense if it was like $70.
I think having it without all that extra stuff probably costs more because they got to do more. They got to pull the bones out and fillet it, and I be watching those cooking shows. Okay. It's not easy to be getting the fish down and all of that, but still have all the meat still intact. But I also don't know. I'm not a chef, so I don't know if having it filleted is more expensive than having it. I'm happy you didn't have that head. I don't like saying that.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't. I remember when we went to this one restaurant. I ordered a fish. I don't usually get fish for real, but I got this fish, and it was all fried up, and the face was smiling at me, and the tail was curved, and I'm like, I gotta eat this. What you got looks so easy, and I gotta sit here and figure my way out around this damn fish. It was when we went to St. James for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Got that whole ass fish. It was good. It was real good, but I don't like fish bones. So if I can have a fish that ain't got no bones in it and it ain't looking at me, I'm much happier.
Right.
Okay, but all right. So 4. Well, you said 5 for the food. I said 4.
No, I said 4 for the food because of the lamb chop.
4 for the food. 5 for the ambiance. You said 5. I said 4.
4, so that's a 4.5.
4.5. 4 for the food. 4.5 for the ambiance. 4 for service, and then 3.5 for the price ranges. Because I said, you said
4.
Well, I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay, I said 3. I think it was.
You said 3.
So
3. 3.5. So
okay.
Overall, Bygones, it's not bad. I mean, it's most definitely a good little place to check out if you're ever in the area. I wouldn't say go out of your way to go there.
I would say go to Bygone.
You would say go out of your way to go to Bygone?
Yeah, I would say go. Yeah, because you up on the 36th floor, the food good. It's an experience, I would say.
It's an experience, but you ain't got to go there to eat. You can go and hang out at the bar and get something to drink.
Or something, yeah. But I would say go to the Bygone. Personally, that's me.
You can go to other places that's high up in the sky and get something to eat for better. But nonetheless, this is an experience, and you know, who doesn't want an experience?
Right.
The food was good.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad. The place wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you just so happen to be in Baltimore, we recommend checking it out.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely. Right?
I do. Yeah. I would say go. I've been wanting to go there. That was another thing. I've been wanting to go there since I heard about it for a couple years, and we finally went. So I'm glad we knocked it off our list.
Yeah.
I'm glad we went. I had a good time.
The Four Seasons has a hibachi restaurant. I want to go, but they don't do hibachi on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe our next video will be about the Four Seasons hibachi restaurant.
You talking about after we go?
I'm saying maybe we'll go soon, and then our next video will be about it.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna go. Just gotta figure out what.
I know because we can only go during the weekend. During the weekdays.
Yeah,
so Sunday through Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But all right, we hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
Out.